Okay, good evening once again. Welcome to the LSU versus Michigan game. 19-12 is your score. 12-13 remaining in the first half. So we are live from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you want to come in and video chat with us during the game, if you're watching the game, you can do that. So we'll set up the links. So let me set my links up for you.
Shawnee Brown and Austin Davis have entered for the first time tonight for the Wolverines. Here's Brooks cutting into the corner.
So that shot is good.
Great job of penetrating into the lane and kicking when the help came in.
So the score is 19-14. Michigan on top, 19-14. So thanks for joining us here. 19-14 is your score. You're on if you're in here tonight, game audio is on via CBS Sports, Channel 4. And that shot is... So LeBlanc is going to be a foul coming in. So Tigers up by 5, 19-14 is your score at 19-14. So we'll pull this screen in 19-14. Okay, LSU right now is shooting 47%. Michigan 46%, 6 of 13 3-point shooting. LSU 3 of 7. Michigan 1 of 6. So that's in tonight's game. Free throw opportunities. LSU didn't get to the line. Michigan 1 of 2. Rebound aspects 9-7 in favor of LSU on totals. Offensive rebounds 2-1 and 6-4 on defensive rebounds. Team rebounds is 2-1 in favor of Michigan. Turnovers is 1-0. So the game is once again 19-14 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So if you're in here tonight, we're glad we have you tonight here. Once again, Scott Rabelais talking about enjoyable seeing LSU Michigan playing tonight. So that's what he's talking about. Also, Michigan men's basketball, LSU respond with 2 baskets. Takes a 19-12 lead. Jawan Howard on the call. Go blue. So that is also Mike Smith's break bucket. So that was made it 15-12. So and then they hit a 3. So that's all the tweets tonight from tonight's NCAA game. Other scores. Final score, UCLA wins 67-47. Pepperdine wins 80-66. Creighton in the second half leading 52-31. That's in the second half. Also, Stetson wins 53-52 over Bowling Green. And let's see if we grab any more scores. Okay, final score. Iowa won their game against Oregon. Gonzaga wins over Oklahoma 87-71. So we're back game coverage.
Undefeated Oregon also advancing earlier today, and UCLA just won. Meanwhile, what about the Big Ten, Steve Lapis? There's only 2 teams left, Michigan and Maryland, who plays later tonight. You know, is there something?
So games all night long. Also, Florida State will take on Colorado. It'll be in just a few moments, around 6:45. So Michigan gets the ball. They'll pass it. They'll pass it down low. They'll attempt the 3, and the shot is no good. And that ball will go back to LSU. So score 19-14, 11:03 remaining in the first. And I think UCLA was more athletic, not better. Who knows? We'll see. Now let's see if LSU will get it. That's Thomas. He'll pass it. That's going to be see who's at getting the ball, and I'll try to. Wofford will try to get back, and the shot is good. So 21-14, LSU on top. 10:34 remaining. So the score is, will flip fast. So let's see if Michigan can knock down a three, and they do. So they cut the lead to 21-16. So 21-16 on the jumper. So that was a 2-point jumper. Michigan cut the lead 21-16. LSU will pass it down low. They'll try to get it to the rain, and no. Missed shot by LSU. Ball going back to the Wolverines. And nice little defensive play by LSU. So the ball will go back to the Tigers. 21-16 is the score. And the shot is good. So Javonte Spark knocks down the three. Makes it 24-16. So 24-16, Tigers on top. So the Michigan will get the ball. They'll pass it. 13 seconds on the clock. Now 12. Shot clock going down. 9, 7. So they'll have to go in the shot right here. Have to take their time. They'll attempt the three. And that's going to be a shot clock violation coming in. So shot clock violation on Michigan. So a score is 24-16, LSU on top. So the ball goes back to the Tigers. So it looks like they'll pass it. They'll pass it to they'll try to get a shot off here. So Davis, they'll have to Davis on Wofford. That shot is no good. Ball going back to the Michigan Wolverines. 3-point shot is good. So Eli Brooks knocks down a three for Michigan, makes it 24-19. So Eli Brooks gets the three. So 24-19. So they'll pass it to Cameron Thomas. Cameron Thomas will attempt the three, and the shot is off the mark.
Cam Thomas, who leads the country in free throws made, will go to the line.
So Cam Thomas will go to the line to shoot two.
I don't care who he is. You got to be very careful there. I don't know about that. 87% on the year, best in the SEC.
So first free throw is up, and it is good. So it makes it 25-19. You will get a second free throw, Cam Thomas. Second free throw is going to be good. Makes it 26-19.
No, excuse me. He's now made 189 free throws on the year, which has a long way to go to get to the school record set by Pete.
So the third free throw coming up.
337 during the 69-70 season, and the longtime Vermont head coach Tom Brennan, who played at Georgia,
and that shot is good, so it makes it 27-19. Three free throws for Cam Thomas, makes it 27-19. Ball will go back to the Michigan Wolverines. They'll try to bounce it. They'll pass it. They'll pass it down low. They'll try to get to the lane, and the shot is good. So they cut the lead 27-21. So LSU lead is cut to 27-21. So 7:46 remaining. Wofford for three, no good. Shot, no good. Ball go back over to Michigan. They will pass it. That's going to be a takeaway by LSU. And they will get the basket. And an M1.
tell you what, these LSU Tigers, when it comes to getting up and down, not many better. 29-21.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing out of this team tonight, getting up the court. 29-21 is the score. Let's give you the stats on this game. I'm going to pull the stats. Okay, LSU shooting 11 of 23, 47%. Michigan 9 of 18, 50%. 3-point shooting, Michigan 2 of 8. LSU 4 of 9. LSU got to the line 3 times and only made 3 shots for about 100. And once again, same for Michigan. That's 50%. Total rebounds, LSU leads 11-10. Offensive rebounds 2-1. Defensive boards even at 7. And team rebounds even at 2. Now, the turnovers is still 2-0 Michigan. Right now, yes. Your lead scores right now for LSU. Excuse me. Thomas with 15, Days with 5, Sport with 5, Wofford with 4. So Wofford. Now for Michigan, Brooks with 8, Brown with 4, Smith with 2, Dickinson with only 2. Now Johns Jr. with 4 in the game. So that's in the game tonight, 29-21. LSU on top. So let's give you an NBA scoreboard update. I'm going to give you an NBA scoreboard update while we wait for the game to return. The game is the audio has to be muted due to copyright situations. Okay, games tonight. Cleveland and Sacramento will be at 6:30. OKC and Minnesota at 7. San Antonio and Charlotte at 7:30. So it's a 7:30 game. So Bulls and Utah at 8. Memphis and Boston at 8. Milwaukee and Indiana at 8. And 9 o'clock Celtics and Clippers and Atlanta. So we'll get back to game coverage, 29-21.
Stadium, look at our game summary, and Cam Thomas already has 15 points. It's the 19th straight game he scored at least 15, longest active streak in the nation. Steve, when you teach man-to-man defense, you teach them, here's the line of the ball. Andre Hyatt, instead of being out here, he's down here where he's in a position to be able to get.
So 29-21 is the score. Game audio back on.
He throws, I tell you what a great pass. It was a heck of a, I don't know what you want to say.
So free throws coming up.
Finish, no doubt about it. But the defense is really
the first free throw is up, and it is good. So the M1 is good. So it's now 30-21. Darius Days makes the free throw. So 30-21. Michigan will try to get a shot off, and they will get a shot off, 30-24. So 30-24 after the 3-point shot by Brown. So 30-24. LSU on top of Michigan. 6 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. Ball goes back to the Wolverines. They'll pass it. They'll pass it down low, and the shot is good. So that's going to be a foul. So Dickinson will get the basket, so it makes it 30-26.
Dickinson is as good a post-up player, but he's always going to that right shoulder. He's left-handed. So, and plus, if you're Darius Days and you play behind him and your feet are in the restricted area, you are in deep trouble. He's also in deep trouble because he just picked up his second foul. And Darius
the free throw is going to be converted, so it makes it 30-27. LSU back up by 3. So 6 points for Days. And Wofford will get the basket. Makes it 32-27, so 32-27 LSU on top. So the ball, so Michigan will, they'll pass it. They'll pass it down to back down low. And they'll pass it again, and they'll get the easy basket. So Terrence Williams gets the easy basket, makes it 32-29. LSU on top, 32-29. It's going to be a foul coming in. So free throws for LSU.
Well, you take a look here. You're going to take a look at Terrence Williams. He doesn't just stand there. The ball goes in the post area to Hunter Dickinson. And instead of just standing, he decides he's going to dive. Now, that's a guy who's only made 1 free all year. So why stand out there and wait for the ball? Dive.
So the free throw is up and good. Makes it 33-29.
Unbelievably delicious Coca-Cola vanilla. Vanilla is hard to describe, but in a good way. Steve, I'd say the rebound.
Second free throw is up and good. Makes it 34-29. LSU on top. 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the first half. So let's see if LSU can get the ball back. And they'll go to the lane and gets the basket. So it's 36-29, LSU on top. 3-point shot from Michigan, and that shot is good. So it cuts the lead to 36-31. So 36-31. And that ball will go back to Michigan.
Yeah, it's interesting that, LSU is so good on the offensive glass, and they're so bad on the defensive glass. I mean, they're really one of the worst in the nation when it comes to defensive rebounding. LSU allows 8 points per game on putbacks. We saw one right there.
So still 36-31. So the ball, Michigan will get the ball back with 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Shot is good. So Michigan cuts the lead, 36-34. 3-point shot by Eli Brooks. Makes it 36-34. Okay, also, if you want to watch Goose is doing the game just like I am. You can follow watch his show as well, 38-34. So Goose and myself is doing the game. And the shot is good. So it makes it 38-36.
Good stuff on CBS. 2-point game as we approach.
So 2-point game here, just about 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining, and that shot is good. So LSU makes it 40-36. So LSU right now is shooting 51, exactly 51%. They're hitting their shots. So they'll see if they can try to. They'll try to go to the time is running down for Michigan to try to get a shot off. And the shot is good. So they cut the lead to 40-38. So 40-38, LSU on top. It's going to be a foul coming in.
Takes us to a timeout with 3:22 to go.
So 3:22 remaining here in the
Will Wade, their team's locked into a good one here in the first half.
Okay, once again, 40-38, LSU on top. I'll be honest with you. Right now, they're shooting very consistent in this game. Let's give you those numbers. Okay, LSU shooting 51%. Michigan at 61%. That's 16 to 26 shots. 3-point shooting, Michigan's starting to get their 3-point shots up, 4 of 11. LSU 4 of 9 for about 44%. Now, both teams right now getting to the line consistently. LSU 6 times, Michigan 3. Now, the rebounding aspects, Michigan leads 13-11, even at 2 on offensive boards, and 8-7 on defensive boards in favor of Michigan, and also 3-2. Now, the assists is 13-7. Steals is 2-0 in favor of LSU. Block shots 2-1. Michigan still has 3 turnovers in the first half. So once again, the score is 40-38 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. So if you want to come in and talk LSU basketball, if you're watching the game, wherever you may be, you can come in and talk about the game tonight. And also the other games coming up later on this evening. So let's give you an update on the other games going on in college basketball. I'm going to go ahead and put those. It is Florida State scoreless in the first half. So first half, no score. So that's in the game tonight. Also, 8:09 remaining. It is Creighton on top, 56-43 against Ohio. So that's in the game in the NCAA tournament. Okay, we'll give you NBA updates on this and give you an NBA scoreboard update. Okay, NBA scoreboard update is 9-8 Cleveland on top. So 9-8 Cleveland is on top. So 9-8. So we'll get back to the screen. 30-21. So we'll get back to the screen. So it's 40-38. LSU on top. So TV timeout.
Thank you very much. You see the bracket, UCLA awaits the winner between Maryland and Alabama.
So Maryland and Alabama is playing tonight as well, so we'll keep you updated on those games as well. Colorado on top 2-0. That game is going on in the first half. That game is on TBS. LSU game here on CBS Channel 4, the local affiliate. And the shot is good defense by Michigan. So Michigan will get the ball back. Down by just 2. And the ball goes back to LSU. See if they can try to get a shot. 3-point shot is no good. So missed shot by LSU. Ball goes back to the Michigan Wolverines. LSU still leading 40-38.
Mike Smith will slow things down for Michigan. Preseason number 6 in the Big Ten poll.
They'll pass it down low. And that shot is blocked by LSU. Ball goes back to the Tigers.
Smart will take that 3.
Smart, no good. Missed shot. Defensive rebound by Michigan. Ball goes back to them. And it's going to be a foul.
Really good defense.
So Franz,
he's on the top side. So the help comes from the baseline side. Javante Smart.
So it's a shooting foul that's on Brandon Johns. So Brandon Johns draws the foul.
So far, Dickinson with 5 points, 3 rebounds.
So free throws coming up for Brandon Johns. The first free throw is up, and it is no good.
This is the first after the foul on
2:18 remaining in the
scores and highlights in the latest NCAA men's tournament news. It's all coming up on 18.
Second free throw for Brandon Johns is good. So it's 40-39, 1-point game. So looks like Smart will inbound the ball. He'll pass it down low. Let's see who gets that. And that's going to be a nice little swat. Block shot by Brandon Johns on Cameron Thomas is a 2-point layup. So good defensive play by Brandon Johns.
It comes over and gets a piece of it. LSU has cooled off just a little bit. They've missed their last 4 shots. With 2 minutes to go in the opening half.
So they dropped down to just and the shot is, it's going to be a foul coming in.
That's his second. You know, normally, Andrew, if Michigan holds people to 65 a game, that's the average. I think they're going to be hard-pressed to keep these guys under 65.
So Michigan will get the ball back.
2 points in the last 6.5 minutes.
They will try to,
Contact to the ground, no
it looks like a contact. I see it. They'll pass it left side. 3-point shot is no good.
And a whistle. Foul committed by Michigan.
So Michigan is going against Michigan.
A ton of attention on Hunter Dickinson, and that's why Sean D. Brown was open. Andre Hyatt was hanging around the lane, trying to give a little help in there, and then they skipped it across.
So the ball will go back to LSU, still leading by 140-39.
Michigan on a 10-4 run. It's down to
So Michigan on a 10-4 run. It's going to be a foul.
called on Sean D. Brown.
So it's going to be Shawnee Brown getting the
Sean D. Brown working really hard, trying to keep the ball out of Cam Thomas's hands. Hey, if you can't get it, you can't score it. That's just good hustle by Sean D. Brown. But that's his third foul. So Brown, who had provided.
So Shawnee Brown gets the personal foul on Trendon Walker, draws it. The ball goes back to the Tigers on the personal foul. 3-point shot is no good by LSU. Ball going back to the Michigan Wolverines. Still down by 1. And they'll go, and that is.
Strong move there by Franz Wagner. Taking it in transition.
So Franz
Not set. That's a good time to attack.
Wagner gets the draws the foul, so it's going to be free throws for Franz Wagner.
Shaken up out near midcourt. Getting himself situated and now ready to attempt the free throws. Michigan led the Big Ten in free throw percentage and 3-point percentage. One of only 5 teams in the country to lead.
Free throw is up, and it is no good. So he will get a second attempt.
Now's the perfect time to catch up on Clarice before the next secret unfolds. Stream for free on the CBS app or subscribe for more on Paramount Plus. New episodes of Clarice return Thursday.
Second free throw is good. Ties the game at 40. Just under a minute left. So LSU will inbound the ball. Scoring drought since 3 minutes and 12 seconds for LSU. Devontae Smart will try to go to the lane, and nope. And an offensive rebound. And it's going to be a blocked shot.
Michigan doing the dirty work on defense. Michigan starting to get a little bit more physical in this game, which is good for them because they have the physicality over this very athletic LSU team.
Yeah, they are doing being physical.
So Cam Thomas started 5 for 6, but since then he has 1 for his last 6 from the floor. I think Sean D. Brown did a great job on him. Unfortunately, got 3 fouls.
So Franz Wagner goes back to the line for a free throw, and that free throw is going to be good. Makes it 41-40.
Michigan has its first lead since it was 2-0 with Wagner's parents in the house here at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Second free throw is going to be good. So 2-point game for Michigan. After Franz Wagner, both free throws were converted by Franz Wagner. Ball goes back to LSU.
Days back in with 2 fouls. Hayes off
And that,
strong and a foul called on Watford.
so it's going to be Watford getting the foul.
And the momentum on Michigan's side right now. All of a sudden, in the half court, LSU starting to struggle. If the game doesn't go up and down, it's a big difference for LSU. This game started out at a crazy pace. Now it's settled down. They've got to score in a half court. And Steve, earlier in the
So free throws coming up for Michigan, and that's going to be Hunter Dickinson will accept the free throw, and that first free throw is good. Makes it 43-40. 3-point game.
They really don't have Trendon Watford's kind of like a 4-3. They don't really have a big guy. He's their biggest guy, and he's not a center by any means.
Second free throw is good. No, it's second free throw no good. Excuse me. Still 43-40.
Will Wade had a use it or lose it timeout. He'll use it with 12.5 to play.
12.5 seconds remaining in this ball game. The score is 43-40. I'll be honest with you, Michigan just absolutely bringing the A game tonight in this ball game. So 43-40 is the score. Let's give you the numbers on both teams. Give me 1 second to get those numbers up. Okay, the numbers are on the screen. 15-38 for LSU, 39.5. Michigan's heating up with 57.4%. That is in shooting. Also, both teams shooting 4 3-point shots in the first half. So your score is still 43-40. Back to game coverage.
2 minutes, 8 free throw attempts, and they now lead it by 3. 12 seconds left in the first half.
So 12 seconds remaining. So let's see if LSU can get a shot off at the last second. Thomas for a shot, and he will knock it down. 43-42.
Cam Thomas leading the way with 19 points for LSU. And at the break, the top seed in the East, Michigan, has a 1-point lead. 43-42. Michigan in front of LSU at the end of the first half.
So 43-42 at halftime. LSU trails by 1. I'll be honest with you. Look, this is a very close ball game, to say the least. I mean, both teams are just absolutely just playing their absolute guts out tonight. They're both playing. All things considered, 43-40, 43-42 is your score. So let's give you the numbers on at the end of 1. LSU shooting 41%. Michigan shooting 57%. Same thing. 3-point shooting still the same. Now the rebounding aspects, Michigan leads 20-16. Also, offensive rebounds, LSU leads 3-2. Defensive rebounds, Michigan leads 14-10. Team rebounds, Michigan leads 4-3. Turnovers is 4-0 in favor of Michigan. So that's in the game tonight. So 43-42 at halftime. So let's give you a box score in this game. Okay, your leading scorers is Thomas with 19, Smart with 9, Wofford with 8, Days with 6, Hyatt with 0. So that is in the game. For Michigan, Brooks with 13, Wagner with 6, Dickinson with 6, Johns with 5, Smith with 2. Also Brown with 7, and Williams with 4 in the game. So your score is 43-40 at halftime here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we will go through all NBA games that happened today. So let's go through the NBA games that's going on. So I'm going to give you updates on that games. And we'll put it and another screen. Okay, it is 26-23. Sacramento on top. That's in the first quarter. So 26-23 at halftime. So the other games will be later on in the even hours. Okay, let's give you a NHL update. So give you an NHL scoreboard update as well. So we'll go to the NHL scoreboard. Okay, NHL scoreboard. At the end of one, no score Buffalo and New York. No score in the New York Islanders and Philadelphia Flyers game. Also, it's I'll give you an update on Carolina. It is 1-0 Carolina on top of Columbus. So 1-0 Carolina on top of Columbus. Also, Ottawa on top 1-0 against Calgary. Minnesota and Anaheim scoreless. 6:10 remaining in the first period. Games going on later at 8 o'clock Central Time will be Winnipeg taking on San Jose. Colorado will take on Arizona. St. Louis will take on Las Vegas. And at 9:30 tonight, so Vancouver taking on Winnipeg, excuse me. With Vancouver and Winnipeg, San Jose will take on Los Angeles. That'll be later on this evening. Later on this evening. Okay, let's give you a Major League Baseball updates. We'll give you a Major League Baseball scoreboard update. So we're going to go to that scoreboard. We'll give you an update on those games. Okay, Major League Baseball games going on. Top of the fifth inning, it is Philly on top 2-0. That's in the top of the fifth. Also, Blue Jays in the bottom of the fifth, down 3-1. Miami wins 7-2 over St. Louis. That's a final score. Also, final score, Pittsburgh winning 6-5 over Baltimore, and the Houston Astros winning 5-4 over the New York Mets in their game. Also, the Boston Red Sox winning 10-4 over Tampa Bay. Atlanta Braves losing 4-2 against Minnesota. And San Francisco loses 7-2 to the Chicago White Sox. So Giants lose 7-2. Oakland and Arizona tied up at 4. That ended in the tie. Also, San Diego and Kansas City ended up in a 9-9 tie. Also, Milwaukee wins 6-3. Texas loses 5-4. Also, Los Angeles Angels win 15-7 over Chicago Cubs. That was earlier today. Other games later on tonight at 8:40 Central Time, which will be 8:40, which will be 7:40 here in the Central. Will be Seattle taking on Los Angeles. So there's your MLB updates from all the MLB games going on. So we'll give you NCAA updates on games going on. Okay, it is Creighton on top 65-52. That's in the second half, 65-52, Creighton on top. Also, Florida State is down 11-9, so 11-9 in that game, 11-9. Once again, Oregon wins 95-80. Gonzaga wins 87-71. Also, UCLA wins over Abilene Christian 67-47. Other games tonight, 7:45 Central, which will be Alabama taking on Maryland. At 8:40 will be Kansas and USC. So that will be NCAA scoreboard updates. Let's give you an NIT scoreboard update as well. See if I can pull that up. And there's no NIT games, so none to talk about. So that is your scoreboard update. So score at halftime, LSU trails 43-42. So LSU trails 43-42 at halftime. So we'll be back once again with the second half in just a few moments. On Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we'll go over some tweets. Okay, let's go through the tweets while we wait. Okay, tweets are on the screen. You'll see the tweets. Okay, 43-42. That's from LSU basketball, 43-42. Also, Michigan at the half. Scott Rabelais, Thomas breaks the scoring drought. So Thomas did break the scoring drought. That was from Scott Rabelais. You can follow him at Scott Rabelais, the Advocate. Also, see what else we got on the Twitter. So that's the tweets. So we'll be waiting for the games to return in just a second. 43-42 at halftime. So the second half will return in just a few moments. Yeah, Ghost. Yeah, right now it's a shootout right now between Michigan and LSU. Michigan's bringing their A game, so I'll be honest with you right now. It's going to be a second half. It's going to be a barn burner in the second half. So thanks for commenting, Ghostman. Appreciate it. Once again, if you want to also comment, or if you want to video chat with us, you can come in video chat. We'll put the links in the chat room. So the link is in the chat room for everyone. You can come in through the StreamYard link. You can do that anytime. So we had those links set up for you for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So if you want to come in and talk about tonight's game, you can do that. I mean, look, LSU, like I said, all the sports betting, um, all the sports betting sites and stuff like that, they have LSU, Michigan favorite to win this game. So, right, like I said, it's going to be a topsy turvy second half. So, um, I mean, it's a very close game, to say the least. I mean, look, LSU was shooting very well in the first half. Michigan as well. I mean, Michigan. Don't get me. Don't um, forget Michigan. Because Michigan, I'm gonna tell you, Michigan. They got that number one seed. The Big Ten. I'm gonna tell you, the Big Ten has been nothing but garbage in the NCAA tournament. But the truth of the matter is, this is a very good challenge for LSU right here. So 43-42 at halftime. We will have the second half for you in just a few moments. Once again, game audio only. We cannot show the live video due to copyright rules. We cannot. I wish I could do it, but in a perfect world, can't do it. So we'll be second half will begin in just a few moments. Okay, the Florida State and Colorado tied up at 11. That game is on TBS. So Florida State and Colorado. The other games will be later on. Will be Alabama taking on Maryland, and then Kansas will take on USC. That's going to be after around 8:40. It's going to be right after this game. So thanks for joining us here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're waiting for the feeds to return. CBS Sports, we're in a commercial break right now, 43-42. If you want to come in and comment about tonight's who you have in the next who you have for the Sweet 16 and who you have for the Elite 8. You can post your comments through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I mean, apparently, I'm going to kind of say this. Look, whoever comes out, look, Loyola Chicago, that might be one of your Elite 8 teams. Just like Houston. That's another Elite 8 team. Because sure, they had their little injuries and stuff like that. But can they make it past the Sweet 16? A lot of questions arose when it comes down to that situation. So 43-42, we're waiting for the feeds to return. Now, tomorrow night, we'll have New Orleans Pelicans basketball. We'll have it all week long. We will be on the air all week long with New Orleans Pelicans basketball once again. So that will be tomorrow night. They will take on the Lakers, and then Friday they'll have Denver, and then Dallas, and then Boston. So once again, waiting for a long commercial break. I mean, Okay, update on Florida and Florida State and Colorado still 11-11. That's in the that's in the first half. 11-11 is your score. .34 remaining in the in that game. It's in the first half, so it's 13 to Florida State on top of Colorado. So that's 34 remaining. So 43. We're waiting for the fees to return. Okay, once again, if you want to, we have a whole bunch of people that's doing tonight's broadcast. We have Goose 76 doing the broadcast. We have Ida Mutant doing the broadcast, and then myself. We have game audio coverage. We have the audio from the actual game. So if you want to come over to listen to the game here on, you want to comment, you can do that as well. We appreciate your comments. So we're just waiting for the
Tournament is sponsored by Lowe's, official corporate partner of the NCAA. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Experian Boost. And Miso, official partner of March Madness.
Back in Indianapolis as we get set for this second half. Here's a look at the first half stats brought to you by Uber Eats. No turnovers.
See, that 5 turnovers for Michigan. That's plaguing that team right there.
St. Bonaventure. Hi again, everyone. With Steve Lapis, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll hear from AJ Ross coming up. There's a few times in that first half where we had to catch our breath. What do you make of the pace of the first half?
Well, the bulk of the game was played at LSU's pace, so you got to give Michigan credit. They were able to go toe-to-toe. But I do think in the second half, they have to establish Hunter Dickinson if they want to win this game. He's a key guy. Only took 3 shots.
See, I'm going to tell you, those guys are very physical. They were physical.
Then he gets in his deep here. He goes to the right shoulder. They would make it. And then a tremendous pass here for a dunk. So get the ball in his hands a little bit more so that he can score down low and put pressure on that LSU defense.
And see, one thing we were informed at halftime is that Shawnee Brown of Michigan was called for a flop warning in the first half, not his 3rd foul. So Shawnee Brown, a flop warning, but he has 2 fouls as we get set to start the second half. Before we do, let's send it over to AJ Ross.
Well, Andrew, Michigan's Juwan Howard told me his guys need to stay patient and let their plays develop, which isn't easy to change, but they must stay within themselves. They threw a 2-3 at LSU trying to disrupt their tempo and mix things up, and he says they'll likely show some different looks in the second half. As for Will Wade and the Tigers,
The ball goes back to LSU here in the start the second half, and the ball rebound by LSU. And shot is going to be a foul coming in. So Watford will be fouled.
And based on what AJ got from Juwan Howard, he feels that they need to do something about the pace in this game here. I don't know. I didn't see that much there, but obviously they called a foul. So I think Juwan Howard.
So it's going to be so Dickinson got the foul. The free throw comes up and no good. So the first, LSU misses on the first free throw.
That was the first foul on Dickinson. He fouled out in the opening round win against Texas Southern.
Second free throw is good. So ties the game at 43 apiece. So 43 all. So ball goes back to the Wolverines. And 2 defenders on let's see if they can set up an offensive. And nope, Ball goes back to the Tigers on a good defensive play by LSU. Still 43-43. Looks like Wofford will have to get the shot off, and nope. So it's a missed shot by Wofford. Ball goes back to Michigan. So let's see if they'll pass it down low. They'll pass it. They'll pass it down low, and the ball. They'll try to. So it's going to be Wofford on getting the foul.
That's his second. Well, you're going to see Watford here do a good job getting over the top side. Wow. Was he inside?
I mean, Wofford's getting beat up by Dickinson. I'm going to tell you, he's just getting absolutely beat up by Dickinson. And that shot is good. So lead is 45-43. So the ball goes back to the Tigers. See if they can try to get something going here. They'll pass it. That's Wofford. Wofford will try to get the shot, and it's going to be a foul coming in. So that's going to be 21. That's going to
right here. Watford's got his hands on his knees. He's not ready to take that cutaway. Look, he's got his hands on his knees way too late. Look what happened. That is so easy. Can't do that. You got to be ready.
So Wofford will attempt 2 free throws. And it's Wagner got his second foul. So Wagner the free throw is going to be good, 45-44. The second free throw is no good, so it's still a 1-point game. Michigan and LSU. So 2 minutes into the second half. So they'll try to slow him down on offense. And the three is no good. Michigan misses. Ball goes back to the Tigers. And an M1.
He is so good in transition.
46-45.
That is a foul on Smith, no doubt about it.
So it's Smart.
This kid can finish in transition.
So it's Smart, 11.6 boards.
Cousins with former Indiana star Keith Smart. He hit a couple of big shots for the Hoosiers.
That free throw is going to be good.
11 points,
So
12
47-45.
No turnover.
47-45, back to a 2-point advantage for LSU. Let's see if they can try to. They'll try to. Michigan will pass it. They have about 10 seconds off on the clock, and that shot is no good. Defensive rebound.
That is a horrendous foul. If you're a big guy, you got to get your fouls around the basket. That's a foul. Other things that got fouled there. That was, I mean, I know.
Yeah, he was trying to get the ball out of his hand. That's what he was trying to do on that foul. So LSU maintains the possession. Let's see if they can try to muster up a basket or something here. And nope, missed shot by Thomas. Ball goes back to the Wolverines. And the Wolverines will throw it away. Goes back to LSU. Still a 2-point game.
Boy, Wagner really struggling in this game so far. Just couldn't handle it.
He's 1 of 4 for just 6 points.
So turnovers been absolutely been plaguing Michigan. They have 6. And the shot is good. That's going to be Devontae Smart getting the basket. Makes it 49-45. 4-point game. So points off of turnovers 10-0. LSU leads. And then let's see if they can try to hit a three from the right. And no good. Michigan misses. Ball goes back to so it looks like Thomas will go in. It's going to be a foul. I don't know why is it the
by Smith, and then Smart was grabbing his hand. He's still in some
so 49-45 LSU on top, 49-45.
Meanwhile, Wagner picks up his third.
I'm not so sure it's him.
So free throws coming up for the LSU Tigers. So
This is a PG show. And now Thomas at the line after Wagner's foul.
So Thomas will go to the line.
I'm 100% sure it's not him.
So free throw will be up and good. Makes it 50-45 LSU on top.
For Cameron Thomas. Averaging just under 23 per game, which is the most for a Tiger since Ronnie Henderson had 23 back in the 94-95 season. Michigan struggling this half. They are just 1 of 6 from the floor.
Eli Brooks had a great first half.
Yep, free throw is good, so it makes it 51-45 LSU on top. So 51-45, 6-point game.
It's early on, but they are really
So Thomas with 20.
That's one hour telling us.
And I'll try to get a shot off and quickly. And that shot is going to be no good. Ball goes back to the Tigers. And looks like the ball.
And that is how LSU commits its first turnover. That's amazing. I'm sure Will Wade loves that. Timeout with 15.
Can't commit those turnovers now.
In the East, LSU on top of Michigan here on CBS.
So 51-45 LSU on top. So let's give you the numbers. Let's give you the shooting numbers. I'm going to put those numbers up on my screen. I'll hit the button. Give me a second to put those numbers in. Let's see if I get them in. Okay, shooting right now, LSU shooting 41%. Michigan shooting 50%. That's 17 of 34 shots. Both teams shooting 4 3-point shots in the second half. Free throw shooting, LSU at 84%, Michigan at 63.6%. Total rebounds is 24-21 in favor of Michigan. Offensive rebounds, 3-3. Defensive rebounds, Michigan leads 17-15 and 4-3 on the team. Now the turnovers is 5-1 in favor of Michigan in the game. So once again, the score is 51-45 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. Thanks for joining us. If you want to come in and talk about tonight's game, we are doing LSU. Let's see who's in there. Looks like we don't have. So 51-45. Florida State on top 20-13. That game's still in the first half. 2:11 remaining in that one. So that was in that game. Let me try to refresh. This is going too slow.
Nissan.
And you're going to see right here, Michigan does not do a good job of guarding the #1 pick and roll guy with the ball in his hands, Javonte Smart. Now, stop right there. Now, Franz Wagner here is in no man's land. He's not hedging. He's not helping. He's not doing anything. He's opening up the lane for the #1 pick and roll guy with the ball to just score on the floater.
The ball goes back to Michigan. Still LSU up 51-45. 3-point shot by Michigan is good. They cut the lead to 51-48. So it's 51-48 LSU on top. So they just knocked in a three. Mike Smith with that 3-point shot for Michigan. Javonte Smart, offensive rebound by LSU. Smart for three, no good. So the ball goes back to the Michigan Wolverines. So Dickinson, they will tuck the three and they will knock it down. Cuts the lead. 51-51.
Your first intuition should be to look the opposite side. That was a hockey assist by Hunter Dickinson.
Tied at 51. 6 points for Michigan in a span of 37 seconds.
So 6 points in a span of and that shot is no good. So Michigan, so it's a foul of Michigan.
Starts out with Hunter Dickinson catching it at the low post and looking opposite right away. Now the defense is in scramble mode and they can't catch up to Eli Brooks on that side of the floor.
And here's the foul called on Johns.
Wow. That's not a good call.
That's why the Michigan bench went nuts.
Free throw is no good. They will have a second free throw attempt. So Brandon Johns will get the shooting foul. Wofford will draw it. So Wofford 10 points and 4 of 11. And that free throw is no good. Ball goes back to the Michigan Wolverines. Still tied at 51.
Josh LeBlanc and Eric Gaines have entered for LSU.
Let's see if they can try to so Michigan will try to go to the lane. So it's gonna be a foul on
That's what Juwan Howard has been working on with Brandon Johns, trying to get him to be more.
So Brandon Johns looks like he's gonna go to the line.
Now that he's in the starting role for Isaiah Livers.
Well, he makes a really strong move here. He's facing it up, and he backs his man down.
LeBlanc whistle.
So Brandon Johns 5 points, 2 of 5 shooting. Free throw for Brandon Johns is up, and it is good.
On April 1st.
So 52-51.
United States of Al is joining the CBS Thursday Powerhouse comedy lineup from Chuck Lorre, executive producer of The Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, and Mom. United States of Al Thursday.
Second free throw is going to be good. So it's 53-51. So lead is 8-0 run in the last minute and 32 seconds. Shot is no good. By LSU missed shots. Ball goes back to the Michigan Wolverines. Still leading by 2, 53-51. See if they can try to.
But just like the other night, they were trying to do to Johnny Juzang when he was so hot for UCLA. Sometimes you just got to deny him and don't worry about help. Don't worry about anything.
And that is
foul called on Eric Gaines.
So Eric Gaines will be called for the foul.
Going in for LeBlanc on the other end. Oh boy.
When you look at that they shoot big old shots.
Austin Davis back on the floor.
So Michigan will get the ball back here. They'll inbound the ball down the court. They'll try to pass it down low, and they get an easy basket. 55-51, Michigan on top. So I'll be honest with you, they're getting their basket. 55-51. And Smart will get the basket. Cuts the lead back down to 2. 55-53. Michigan on top. So let's see if Michigan and the shot is going to be, it's going to be goes back to LSU.
Great pass. And Isaiah Livers all fired up on the Michigan bench. Juwan Howard telling us Livers is very important to have him with the team here in Indianapolis because the players listen to his voice. And he thought that was an important thing to have for the next couple of weeks as Thomas tries.
And that shot is.
First field goal of the second half.
So it ties the game at 55. So LSU ties the game up.
A travel called on Michigan.
Reload it.
Thomas, though, you can tell, is got a little lip as
Oh,
he
wow.
falls down the floor.
Oh, wow, this
No way to say we need to
game cast not
should
running right.
the basket. That was some finish by Cam Thomas.
But Michigan has done a good job on him in the half court. When they're not running, they're a little easier to guard.
Cam Thomas has
So 55-55. Cam Thomas, he had 19 in the first half, second half 4. Shot is good. So 58-55. LSU makes the 3. 58-55. That's Smart.
And a foul committed at midcourt by Eric Gaines.
So Eric Gaines will
7-0 run for LSU after Michigan had a 10-0 run. What a game here on CBS.
what a game. 58-55 is the score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'll be honest with you, Michigan, they're not going to go away anytime soon. They're not going anyway. They're good. They are very good. I mean, that's the reason why they're number 1 for a reason. In the seeding. So let's give you a stats. Let's put those stats up on my screen. I'm going to go ahead and put those team stats up. Okay, LSU shooting 21 of 50, 42%. Michigan 20 of 39, 51%. 3-point shooting, both teams shooting consistently. LSU 5 of 14, Michigan 6 of 18. LSU getting to the line 15 times, converting 11 shots for only 73%. Michigan 13 times, 9 shots, 69.2. Rebounding aspects, LSU trails 27-24. LSU leads in the offensive boards 5-3. Defensive boards 20-15 in favor of Michigan. Now the team rebounds is 4-4. Now the turnovers are 6-1 in favor of Michigan. So 58-55. Your leading scorers, Thomas with 23, Smart with 19, Days with 6, LeBlanc with 0, Gaines with 0, Brooks with for Michigan with 16, Brown with 9, Smith with 5, Williams with 4, Dickinson with 8, Johns with 7, and and Wagner with 6 for Michigan. So your score is 58-55. Update on Army and update on Army of Bel Air. It is 12-5 in their game. 12-5. It's Florida State on top 24-20. That's in the halftime period. So halftime period for them. So we'll turn back to the game audio.
All right, Adam, thank you very much. On the right, Will Wade's wife Lauren. On the left, his little daughter Caroline.
Okay, the winner of that game
LSU
will face
with a 7-0 run, and the Tigers
the winner of this game will face the winner of Florida State and Colorado.
for LSU.
Whoever wins that one.
Oh, they have this, like,
So 58-55, Michigan gets the ball. They'll pass it. They'll pass. Left corner three is good. Ties the game at 58. So it ties the game at 58.
A season high 19, and he's tied a career high with 5 threes.
So they're knocking down the threes.
Terrence Williams on Javante Smart again.
Clock has, and that shot is good. So LSU makes it 60-58. So 60-58.
Smart's 21 points have come here in the second half.
So Michigan will attempt another three, and the three is off the mark. Ball goes back to the LSU Tigers. So 60-58 is your score. Thomas for three, knocks it down.
Timeout, Michigan. It's a 12-3 run for LSU. Thomas has 26.
So 12-3-1 for LSU, 63-58 is your score. After the three-point shot by Thomas. So that was +3, so the three-point shot was good. 63-58. So right now the three-point shooting for LSU, let's give you those numbers. LSU 6 of 15, 40%. Michigan 7 of 20, 35%. Field goal shooting, LSU is at 44, Michigan at 51 in the game. Now the rebounding aspects, LSU down 27-25 on total rebounds, lead 5-3 on offensive rebounds, down 20-16 on defensive boards. Now the turnovers is still 6-1. Fouls is 12-11. So your score is 63-58. Okay, an update on the Army and Bel Air game. It is still 12-5, 13-12 remaining in the first half. So that is games going on. Okay, let's see if we got any other games to report. Not. Alabama won't play till about 7:50, so just about 10 minutes, 8, they will be playing. And also Kansas and USC. So that is your NBA scoreboard update, scoreboard alert. So scoreboard alert. Okay, we're giving an NBA update. So let's go ahead and give you an NBA scoreboard update. At halftime, it is, so I'm going to put those scores up there. Halftime, 63-59, Kings on top. Thunder up 37-35. And also, it's 6-5 Charlotte on top. 6-5 Charlotte. Those games are going on in the NBA tonight. We'll get back to game coverage. 63-58.
He makes threes, as we said. How about he's got 8 rebounds in this game? 6 assists, 21 points, and 1 turnover. This guy can really play.
With our producer, Jonathan Siegel, director Andy Goldberg.
So the ball goes back to Michigan, still trailing 63-58. They'll pass it. So midway point, they'll pass it. 13 looks like the ball. It's going to be a.
And that's what happens every 3-4 minutes. It goes fast, then it goes slow. Then it goes fast, then it goes slow.
Watford commits the foul.
So Watford does commit the foul. So he's Dickinson drew the foul. So the ball goes back to Michigan. Michigan will get the shot. It's going to be a foul coming in. So Chauncey Brown
did not score against Texas Southern on Saturday.
We'll go to the line.
I think there are opportunities to drive against LSU. They're not great at helping out. They'd rather get on you and give you some pressure. So I think driving the ball.
So the free throw is going to be up, and it is good. 63-59. Chauncey Brown is the on the line, attempted 2 free throws.
Watford each have 3 for the Tigers.
Second free throw is up and good. So it's a 3-point gain, 63-60. So the ball goes back to the Tigers.
15 points from the Michigan bench.
Bench points, 15 points by Michigan bench.
Thomas, that's good defense. Brooks was on the tight.
And they'll have to pass it. And they'll try to go for a shot. And no good. Ball goes back to Michigan. They'll pass it to the and goes to the baseline, and it is going to be looks like a foul coming in.
Looked like he was stepping out of bounds.
I guess they call it foul. Oh yeah, he's out of bounds.
Yeah, he was out of bounds. I'm looking at it right now. Definitely.
I think if the LSU bench were down that end, we would have heard him a little bit more. I think you're right.
So free throw is going to be good. Makes it 63-61.
Maybe they've seen something now, Michigan. That's 2 straight drives in a row. He could go out of bounds, but 2 straight drives.
So Chauncey Brown, 12 points, and that free throw is going to be good. Guys, makes it 63-62. But just under 10 minutes remaining. There will be pass. That's going to be smart. Thomas will not get the basket. The ball goes back to the Wolverines, still trailing by 1.
I think they just slow down here.
And nice little basket by Michigan, so it makes it 64-63.
10 points, 9 rebounds for Dickinson.
So stays for 3, no good. And they will get the ball. So 6-0 run. 3-point shot by Michigan is good. 67-63 Michigan. They cut the lead. Scoring run is 12-5. Michigan. Okay, 67-63 after the 3-point shot by Chauncey Brown. I'll be honest with you that they're definitely gonna they're definitely getting those shots off. So let's give you those stat numbers on right now. It's 41% for LSU, 53 for Michigan. 3-point shooting, 37 for LSU and 38 for Michigan. Free throws is 73 for
Tonight, the most recent one by Sean D. Brown.
He ends up completely wide open. And Cam Thomas gets completely lost, or Javante Smart. more open than that.
We've seen some wild runs in the second half. A 9-2 LSU run, a 10-0 Michigan run. LSU answered with a 12-3 run, and right now, Michigan has scored the last 9 points.
And I'll tell you what, Sean D. Brown has done a great job on
So that's going to be Smart. That's going to be Wofford. Nope.
Fouls on Brandon Johns. That's his.
So Brandon Johns will get the foul. The free throws coming up for Trended Wofford. So Wofford will attempt this first free throw, and it is up, and it is no good. Okay, Alabama down 2-0. That game just started. So
later tonight only on TBS.
Second free throw is good. So 67-64, back to a 3-point game.
As LeBlanc returns for LSU.
So Michigan will get the ball. So they'll try to play some defense here. So it looks like clock is ticking. 7, 6, 5, 4, and that ball goes back to LSU. And let's see who gets the basket. They'll pass it. That's going to be Smart for 3. No good. So it's going to be a foul.
That was such a good push off. 2 guys went down.
Smith, Brown, and now LeBlanc on his feet. What a game. Michigan by 3.
Yeah, what a game, I'm going to tell you. 67-64. Michigan on top. Let's give you the stat numbers on this game. Okay, Michigan shooting 23 of 43, good for 53. LSU 23 of 56, 41.5. 3-point shooting. Michigan knocking down 8 3-point shots tonight. They're just on their game tonight. I'll be honest with you. 6 3-pointers by LSU, good for 35%. Free throw shooting, LSU got to the line 17 times, converted 12 shots, 70%. Michigan, 17 times, 13 shots, 76%. Rebounding, Michigan leads 31-25. LSU leads 5-3 on offensive boards. Michigan leads on defensive boards 23-16. Now the team rebounds is 5-4. Turnovers are 7-1 in favor of Michigan. So Michigan is they should be winning this game, LSU, but they're not because of those 3-point shots. So 67-64. You know, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, we are live tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll see who's in the chat rooms while we wait. Now it looks like we don't have nobody in the chat room. So 67-64. Alabama down 9-5. That's in the first half. So they're down 9-5 to Maryland in the first half. Okay, still at halftime. It is Florida State on top 24-20. That game's going on as we speak. Okay, let's give you an NBA school board updates. Okay, NBA school board updates. I'm going to go over to the Gamecast screens and give you those updates. 47-43. Oklahoma City on top of Minnesota. 47-46 now. Cleveland down 79-68. That's in the third quarter. We'll get back to game coverage. Free throws for Michigan. That free throw is up and good. Makes it 68-64. Back to a 4-point advantage.
21-0 in favor of Michigan in terms of bench points. And Sean Brown responsible for 18 off the bench.
So 69-64.
He's the one who's been on
Michigan on top. Foul trouble. LeVon with 4. Wofford with 3. And Davis with 3. So the 3 Tigers that are in foul trouble.
Gaines, the freshman, will send it back out with 10 to shoot.
So they have 9 seconds, 8 seconds to shoot. And the shot is no good. So LSU still trailing 69-64.
Eli Brooks is slow to get up for Michigan. Brooks with 19 points tonight, including 5 threes. You see on the right side of your screen, battling for the rebound. He goes down awkwardly.
And he was smart there. He told the ref to stop the game. His team had the ball, but they only had 4 guys, and they were being pressed. I thought that was really slick of Eli Brooks.
So Eli Brooks, 19 points, 5 of 9 from 3-point range.
Captain of this Michigan team, Phil Martelli, the associate head coach, says that Eli is the team's MVP. Not the best player, but the most important person in Michigan, Martelli says, is Eli Brooks.
So Coach Martelli on the sideline for Michigan.
He has 19 points, 7 of 11 from the floor.
So the ball goes back to the Wolverines, still leading 69-64. They'll pass it.
And we're going the other way.
So it's going to go back to LSU.
That's his third.
On the turnover, so it's a turnover by Dickinson. Dickinson with 10 points. 3 Cam Thomas. Let's see if they can try to get something going. And no good. The shot won't go. Ball goes back to the Michigan Wolverines. Left corner 3 is no good by Michigan. Ball goes back to LSU. So Wofford, they'll pass it. And nope. So this shot by LSU once again. Ball goes back to the
6 minutes to go. Brown, another 3.
And they knock it down. 72-64. They're knocking down threes tonight. They're just absolutely knocking down threes. So it's 72-66.
Michigan career high. He's got 21 points. 72-66.
He picked a good day for the best game of his life.
So they'll go for a left bump. Right corner 3. So it's going to be a foul on Days.
Let's check in with AJ Ross.
After the Wolverines, Eli Brooks took that awkward fall at the other end of the floor. He came over here and kind of walked it off and took a beat. He's met by the coaches and seems to be about to go to the scorer's table shortly.
All right, AJ, we'll keep an eye on that as Gaines, the freshman, heads out, and LeBlanc comes back in with 4 fouls.
Okay, Maryland on top 16-10. That game's going on. Still 14 minutes left in that one, the first half. Florida State
Makes the front.
On top 28-20. That game's going on in the second half. So it's 73-66, and the second free throw is good. Makes it 74-66. So 74-66. And the shot is good. So LSU cuts the lead, 74-68. They'll pass it.
It is, and that's number 4 on the big man. That's a good call.
That's going to be Dickinson.
Clearly. Little bit of a flop by LeBlanc, but it was a foul.
Dickinson in foul trouble for the
So Dickinson four fouls.
Texas Southern.
And that's a problem. 5
Fran
minutes right now,
Wagner
3 minutes with him.
with 3.
Austin Davis, 5th-year senior, back on the floor.
Oh, why is it not?
Smith,
It's going to be up. Shot is
we're going to wave it off.
no.
Will Wade, Cam Thomas thought he was looking at a 3-point play.
And Michigan had a miscommunication there. Wow, I don't know. I guess he threw that right elbow right there at him.
And Will Wade is pointing up to the video board here at Lucas Oil saying, we just saw it. First turnover committed by Cam
So
Thomas.
74-68.
Well, they got to get stopped. They don't have to gamble. They don't have to go crazy. There's plenty of time. Just play solid defense in the half court. And now that
So 26 points for Thomas.
it's a little easier.
Let's see if they can try to get a basket here, and they do. So it's
And that's, you know, he hasn't-
68. Michigan leads.
20 to go.
Smart for 3, no good.
And a foul is called on Austin Davis.
So Austin Davis will be fouled on that call.
Referee calls it from this side of the floor. The floor on the other side of the basket. There was a referee sitting there. I agree with you on Howard. I'm like, look where this is. 2 referees are there. Neither one calls the foul. The foul comes from the referee on the right side of the floor. You know, that always used to drive me nuts when I coached. I got to be honest with you.
But it's still driving you nuts and you're not coaching anymore.
That's a good point.
LeBlanc at the line. It has not gone well for LeBlanc.
So the free throw is up and good.
He was
Well, LeBron so makes it 76-69.
And that's the first point from the LSU bench tonight.
I'm just glad you didn't have to call Gene in there because he probably would have buried me for what I said.
It's not working properly.
2 free throws for LeBlanc.
And it's
28%.
so 70 to 70 76-70. So 25 points for Michigan and 2 for LSU on bench points.
Wide open kisses on the shot. Now he'll take it.
And shot's good. 79-70.
You know, that was the kind of
Michigan on top. 79-70.
He doesn't make shots all night. He's not going to make them. That's what happens.
Thomas turns it over.
And the ball goes back to Michigan.
Michigan bench and fans going nuts here in Indy.
This is the hardest I've obviously had a crowd this entire year. As we know.
So 6 of 13 for Michigan shooting the ball here in the second half.
And a whistle to stop play with 3:27 to go. A foul called on LSU. They're going nuts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And LSU is leaking a little oil right now. Down by 9, and it's getting late on CBS.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. They're not getting those shots down like they're supposed to. That's the problem with this offense. I mean, they're not getting shots down. 79-70 is your score. 3:27 remaining in the game. I'll be honest with you, Michigan, this team right here is definitely, if they win tonight, they definitely deserve to go to the second round. So, to be honest with you, because look, LSU is not playing. They're playing second half. They're playing like crap, not getting shots down. allowing Michigan to hit threes and stuff like that. So that's just my opinion on it. 79-70 is your score. And one of these things keep coming up. Let's see if I get the live stats on the screen. I'm trying to see if I can get them. Okay, LSU shooting 40%. Michigan shooting 54%. That's a complete difference. 3-point shooting. Michigan at 10 of 25 in the game. That's 6 of 13 in the second half, but they're 10 of 25 in the game for about 40%. So they're shooting 40%. LSU shooting only 6 of 18, 33% in this game tonight. Rebounding aspects, LSU's getting out rebounded 35-27. Also, the only thing that's good going good for them is offensive rebounds 5-4 in favor of LSU. Defensive boards, they're just getting their ass whipped on those defensive boards as well. Now the turnovers. Michigan has 9 turnovers. LSU forced 9 turnovers. Michigan LSU only has 3 in this game. So 79-70. The Michigan fans are going crazy. I mean, and rightfully so.
Bonus. Now, Steve, Cam Thomas, no points in the last 7 minutes and 21 seconds. He only rested a minute on Saturday, has not come out of the game tonight. Can you ride him down the stretch, or is he a little tired?
You have to now. I mean, that's it. It's really Javonte Smart. Get him in the pick and roll, but you need Cam Thomas out there. No doubt. This is it. You got 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in your season. But I'll tell you what, Sean D. Brown, we talked about what he did on offense. Let me tell you something.
So Austin Davis will go to the line, attempt 2 free throws. The first one, it's good. So it makes it 80-70, back to a 10-point game.
And LSU, they've got time. They just can't go crazy here and just hoist the threes off the dribble. Get 2, set up your trap, your pressure. You got athletic guys. Go for a steal.
Second free throw is off the mark. Ball goes back to LSU. So the Sweet 16, whoever wins out of the Colorado Florida game will be playing the winner of the Michigan this game tonight, and that shot is no good. So once again, they're just absolutely just not getting shots down in this.
Very hard to score against them, as talented as they are.
So 80-70 is your score.
He does look tired, no doubt. Well, they've been denying the ball. They made him work after those first 10 minutes.
Let's see if they can try to get something, man. The ball will go back to the Tigers, and they'll get it to the lane, and the basket is good. 80-72.
LSU trying to set up its press. Don't have to start fouling either. Just play solid.
Smith, bad place to stop, and he calls a timeout. So now Michigan with 1.
Timeout with 2:24 remaining. 80-72.
Andre Hyatt with the jam on the other end, cutting it down to 8.
So 80-72 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Look, we got enough time. We got about 2 minutes and 24 seconds to get those baskets, to get it within a couple of single digits. So we can't foul none of that stuff. We got to play our defense. I mean, because we're not that good on the defensive boards. That's what we're not doing. We're not getting defensive rebounds. So 80-72. I don't know what's happening with the CBS Gamecast. It's kind of going crazy tonight. I don't know what's going on with that.
Tough spot. So if you're Watford here, you want to favor that left side in terms of don't let the ball go into the left corner. Make it come right here in front of you so you can get a good solid trap.
So 80-72 is your score. And they'll try to go to the lane and easy dunk. So 82-72. So 82-72, Michigan on top. 2:07 remaining.
You know, if you let the ball go into Hunter Dickinson in the middle of the floor so easily there, you've got absolutely no chance.
Wagner has come alive in the second half. He now has 13 points.
So the free throw is up, and it is good. So it makes it 82-73.
You know, if they're going to set their pressure up, they can't let Hunter Dickinson flash to the middle. There's got to be somebody on him there. It's way too easy. He's a good passer. And he's setting
Second free throw is good. So it's 82-74. Lead is cut down.
Michigan after exiting earlier in the half with an injury.
So Michigan,
Everyone use clock now. Inside 2 minutes to play.
so 2 minutes remaining in this 82-74. They'll feed it down low. Dickinson will try to get something, and the basket is good. So it's 84-74. So Wagner gets the basket, and that shot is no good. Shot is no good by the Tigers.
And a foul called on Michigan. So LSU will shoot two. Shawnee Brown commits his fourth.
Juwan Howard wants to know why you fouled him. He's right. Plus, you tell your guys, you get one rebound. The game's
Free throw is up, and it is good. 84-75.
Shawnee Brown, when he's on the floor, Michigan is plus 21 tonight.
That's a guy who's affecting the game.
And that second free throw is good. So it's 84-76.
He's got 28 points.
I mean, now you got a foul.
LeBlanc almost fouled Smith.
Yeah, you have to foul. I mean, we can't foul here. We got to get this ball back.
I think they should have given one here. Now, forget it. Don't foul that.
And 9 on the shot clock. Shot is air ball. Ball goes back to
Good job leading the team, though.
so 84-76 is your score.
He's had 6 assists.
Not a great shot either. You ready to get
So 84-76,
They're smart.
and Wofford,
Trying to get
and it's going to go back to Davis.
Thomas, right past Dickinson.
Thomas will get the basket.
Calls timeout.
So it's 84-78.
84-78 with 44 seconds to go.
I wish I could.
So 84-78 is your score. You're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. It's been an absolute barn burner of a basketball game tonight. 84. Yeah, all things considered, it's 84-76. 84-78, excuse me, 84-78. I mean, I don't know why this game cast is not working properly. It's kind of lopsided. Sorry about that. 84-78 is your score.
Arrow favors Michigan.
You got to get your full court press set up. Try and force the ball into the corner. Don't let Hunter Dickinson catch it in the middle of the floor. Get one trap, and then you got to foul. If you could possibly, I mean, really, everybody. Shawnee Brown is the worst free throw shooter on the floor. He's also the guy furthest away from the ball right now.
Rush gets him into Smith. Oh, he travels.
It's going to be a travel.
Michigan gives it right back.
Right here, you're going to see the defense comes out. That little step. That's a good call. Jeff Anderson all over that one.
That was a travel. So 84-78 is your score. Turnovers. This half, Michigan 7, LSU 3, and shot is no good. Ball will go back to Michigan. 31.3 seconds remaining. 84-78.
Michigan fans on their feet here in Indy as Watford just fouled out.
Who's calling me? I don't know. This says Isaac. Tell him I'm busy. Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Well, that was a big miss by
I can't hear you.
Could have cut it to 4. I think they're better off with the ball.
I can't hear you. Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Some confusion on that last foul. They're taking a look.
Oh.
It's initially called.
Oh, let me put the right one in. Sorry about that.
Thomas, which is a big deal because Watford is still in the game.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, it's in there.
Why is he still in?
Hey, you just heard one of the officials say the foul was on.
No, let's see if we got it.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
11 points for Watford tonight.
Oh, yeah, I see you. Yeah, I see your dog. So, 84-78, 31 seconds remaining.
Okay, once again,
So the winner,
I was on a Zoom call with
you was on a Zoom call with who?
Ron Bloomberg, first MLB DA.
Wow.
Stoppage is Cameron Thomas had a little bit of blood, so they cleaned him up. 31.3 on the clock.
Wow.
We'll be shooting 2 free throws.
So 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, you don't.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Who's gonna win?
Michigan. It looks like Michigan's going to win this game.
What? That's if LSU. Ah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, but that's the way it is. So 85-78. Second
Hey,
free
Kelly,
throw.
want to say hi to my dad?
Yeah, I'll say hi to you. How you doing? So shot is.
Yeah.
How you
No
doing?
good. How you doing?
Okay. You done with football now? It's basketball.
Yeah, we got basketball. It doesn't stop for me.
Yeah, and baseball, which is the only sport during the summer. I guess hockey and basketball are going longer this year.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go real longer. Okay, final score: LSU loses 86-78. Is your final score?
Close one.
Yeah, it was back and forth. I mean, Michigan's a very good team.
Let me tell you, this Baton Rouge team is crap this year.
Yeah.
I'm watching FSU. Looks like we'll commentate the end of the. I mean, FSU's on TBS.
Okay.
So.
All right, you're gonna commentate that one.
Okay, once again, shots good. So once again, FSU up 42-35. I mean, Colorado were the Buffaloes, the 5th seed. Florida State Seminoles are the 4th seed. So.
Oh yeah.
But
So the winner of the Colorado game and Florida State game will play each other. So that's
yeah. So LSU would have played. So I think FSU is going to win. So Michigan will play.
FSU, yeah. So far, so good. They're leading right now.
Yeah, but let me tell you, this LSU team can't win.
No, they didn't. They kind of be honest with you. They kind of played. They played in the first half. But Michigan was a little too much.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, LSU played good. LSU
Yeah.
played good. You could obviously tell that Michigan was a better team.
Yeah.
It was really nothing that they could have done better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because Michigan was knocking down threes after threes after
Now,
threes.
let me tell you, FSU doesn't make threes. They won that game, but they didn't shoot 1 3.
Yeah.
Look, I understand you may not like the Heat and stuff, but let me tell you, this Miami Heat team will be trade deadline coming up. They're going to need to make some moves. Also, the Pelicans. Look, if Stan Van Gundy wants to have a happy press conference for the first time in 15 years, he needs to get someone.
Oh yeah.
If he wants a happy press conference.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, the Heat play the Phoenix Suns tomorrow. Also, I have school tomorrow. Today I didn't have school, spring break. So tomorrow I'm back to school, but also we will join sports talking about noon.
So I will be on. No, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so you won't be able to.
Shoot, are you doing the Pelicans?
I'm probably going to do the Pelicans at night.
Okay, who do they play?
The Lakers.
Oh, you're going to win that.
Yeah, they're probably going to win that one. That's because they ain't got LeBron James.
Yeah, the Pelicans are going to win. And they have no Anthony Davis.
Oh, yeah.
So let me tell you, the Pelicans should win. Now, if they don't win, oh boy, Stan Van Gundy's gonna go. Oh boy, he's gonna.
He's just gonna make more excuses and more excuses day in and day out. So.
Yeah, no, but there's no excuse. No LeBron and no AD. The Lakers team is crap now.
Oh yeah, they're starting to yeah.
And I think they have Dennis Schroeder dude or whatever. He's injured also.
Yeah, Dennis Schroeder. No. LeBron James.
And Anthony Davis. So I think really all they have left is right now Montrezl Hill and Marcus Gasol.
Yeah.
I think Alex Caruso is not going to do crap.
Yeah.
Wesley Matthews sucks too.
Oh yeah.
Now, let me tell you, Zion also's crap.
Yeah.
Zion's not making those shots. I'm going to tell you that now.
Yeah.
No one is. Steven Adams is crap as well.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, these Pelicans players, not one player standing out to me this year. Look, Zion's taking a step back. And Lonzo Ball's, I don't know what's with him. Is he making threes or not? I don't know.
He's probably is, but not many.
Yeah, I think he's just average. I don't think he's impressive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not one Pelicans player is impressive this year. Maybe Brandon Ingram, actually.
Yeah.
So, who do you think's the most MVP of the Pelicans so far this season?
I think it's probably going to be Ingram.
Yeah. But who's the worst head coach in the NBA when it comes to press conferences?
Yep, Stan Van Gundy.
He's crazy. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen anyone like him when it comes to these press conferences. I mean,
yeah.
Let me tell you, I don't know if it's the reporters asking him questions or it's just him.
He's like I said, he puts it on himself. That's what he does.
Yeah, but he also he is gonna scream at those.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can hear you, Isaac. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, once again, Michigan wins. Let me tell you something. If we look at those stats, look, you need to shoot better because look at those field goal percentages. Look at the comparison. Michigan was way better.
Yeah, I got them right here. Yeah, they shot 53%.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch Phase Rug. You know, Phase Rug crazy.
But this right here, this right here was really the kicker right here was the threes that they were hitting. They were hitting 6 in the second half and 10 in the game.
Make sure his mic's working.
Oh, your mic is working? I hear him. Well, crazy.
I'm so
Yeah. Oh yeah.
okay. Once again, some sound effects to end the broadcast.
Okay,
Once
final
again-
score 86-78 is your final score. Okay, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll talk off air, Isaac. Let me go ahead and end this for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we'll talk off air. So let me go ahead and end this. Okay, thanks for joining us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter tonight for LSU and Michigan. Final score 86-76.